Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Get ready to kick this thing off in about 5 minutes, but I figure I'd get on. I see people starting to already get on already. Texas boy, what's happening? Texas boy said, I can't wait, can't wait. I hear you, man. I hear you. Big K, I came in early. Says salute. He says salute to the room. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, what's happening? What's happening? We're gonna kick this thing off in a minute. I figure I'd get on a few minutes early. That way the notifications will get out so we can start promptly at 7 o'clock. Because I know sometimes it takes a while for a lot of the things to get out. So I figure we're gonna do it this way. Big John, what's good? If everybody get up in here, smash the like button as you come up in here. Please smash the like button as you come up in here. Definitely smash the like button as you come up in here. I'm in the place to be. Mark Corleone, what's happening? Need to speak car reviews. What is up? My chick that's from New York like me. How you doing, Miss Lady? Miss Jules, met her actually today on live. Found out she's from New York like me. So she's supporting a brother, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming through Sporting Live podcast. Yeah, we're gonna start at 7 o'clock. I just want to get on early. I'm glad you good. Y'all welcome her to the place to be. It's her first time up in here. Please be gentlemen and please be ladies. Well, it's all gentlemen in here now. Please welcome her for being up in here. Show us some love. Um, Also, like I was saying, for everybody just getting in here and just starting to listen, I figure I'm starting at 7 promptly, but I wanted to go ahead and get on at 5 minutes before, so give a chance for the everything to kind of get out, so everybody can be able to catch me instead of getting on and we already talking. So I want to give everybody a chance to kind of get on. That's why I checked your video on your Buick. Must say, very nice, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. She's a work in progress. Actually, get ready to do some more stuff to it. Um, but right now, it's on hold for at the moment until a few more parts come in and until you better fit me in. We said it's going on 8. Aren't you in New York? No, I'm actually not in New York anymore. I'm in KC. I'm in Kansas City. Let's go Chiefs. I'm in Kansas City right now. So yeah, you're right. It is going on 8 in New York, and it's I'm in Central time zone, so it is 7. We're going on 7. So definitely welcome everybody up in here. So we're gonna get started in a few minutes. So on my bad. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. But you know what? I'm still New York to death, as you see by the hat, and as you see by the name, still New York to death, and gonna always be that way. Period. It's in my blood. I do go back and visit from time to time, and that's why for a lot of people, especially John and a few others that like the ice cream dance, that's when I was on Jamaica Avenue back home and was able to get some softy ice cream. And a good friend of mine and his wife caught that footage for me while we was there visiting, and she sent me the footage, and I was like, "Yo, I want to use that for my intro." And she was like, "Go ahead, use it up, use it." So that's what it is. You said I'm like that also. Love the ice cream dance. You know, everybody love that ice cream dance, and that's why I kind of just left it up there because everybody likes it. So I figure I'll leave it because I figure, it shows a different side of me because most people that know me, know I'm fun, know I'm happy going and whatnot. And then a lot of people, some people don't even approach me. Like I had somebody today that just looked and they want to approach me so bad, but they just did it. And all they wanted to do was ask me, basically what was that on my vehicle. And I could have just told them, but I was like, they were so far away. Oh, my girl, Klein K, what's happening? Appreciate you for coming up in the spot. All right, we're going to start here in a few minutes. I'm trying to give everybody a chance to kind of get on. I know a lot of people been waiting for this. I had so many people hit me up about this, and I told them I'm going to try to ask as many questions as possible without, and it was a couple people that sent me some disrespectful comments, but we ain't going to talk about that. And I would never ask anybody in disrespect because it's all positive energy in here. Never anything negative. It would never be anything negative going on in here. I am not going to tolerate it, and my mods that's in here are not going to tolerate it. Box, what's happening? Welcome to the place to be. So, as we get ready to kick this thing off, I want to welcome everybody up in here. I know a few people getting on, and I'm not responding to no text messages, no messages, because I know people are sending me messages. I see it just, I see it just blinking, and I'm like, I'm not responding to them because I already know what it's about. But before you said Gates Barbecue, send me a plate. Man, I was actually at Gates. What day did I go there? Last Saturday. Last Saturday I was at Gates and had a little small something. I don't go all the time because I mean Gates is good, but I know some other spots that got it better. LC's is my spot. LC is my spot. You said send me a plate. Man, that's what's up. So that's a way for everybody to still get in. I know still some stragglers is gonna come in kind of late. But we're gonna do some update and talking first till our special guest arrives, which he should be arriving shortly. To basically review on what I had talked about the last time I was on live Saturday, which was an epic live. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the live. It was basically a double live, period. It was in one, having two guests. Shout out to Memphis Mike. You know, he showed us a few things he was doing and showed us a career, and that was basically part two. So shout out to him and shout out for those that came to rock with us to watch it because it was supposed to be Friday, but he ended up getting in late, so it ended up being on Saturday. And then Demon Durango came right behind him, blessed with some stuff, and talked about a few things. Talked about a few things he's been through and made look at it different, make us look at life different. Which I've always looked at life like that. Period. Especially after losing a lot of close people too. That was basically close to me and whatnot. It made me think of everything different. So, and it was so funny. We talked about that and talked about just reaching out to loved ones and whatnot because you never know what time we got, and then to just be Sunday morning. Next thing you know, get notifications and whatnot of what happened with Kobe, his daughter, the coach's wife, and all the rest of the family. That was just crazy, And, my blessings go out and condolences go out to Kobe's family, to the Bryant family, and also go out to the coach's family as well, and the pilot and everybody else on it who lives lost and whoever's being affected by it. It's so sad, but at the same time, yo, what up, MC? At the same time, what up, Classic? At the same time, you know, I hate to say, just life goes on, but we just keep them in prayer, and we got to kind of keep moving along, but also it raised awareness. Like I said, I've already been on that tip already because for those that have been following me since I've been on, I've lost a lot of people close to me in less than 2 years. So with that being said, I just say, some people may have beef with some people may not like some people for this. A lot of that sometimes is small change when it compares to that because like Big said, when I mean Big Small said, death ain't no coming back from that. They don't wish that on nobody. And for it that happened how it happened, it's devastating, it's sad, but you know what? At the same time, we're gonna congratulate the brother on what all he has done and what all he was doing for his time here on earth. And we're going to also celebrate his life and the life of the people that were lost in it, and for the life of the people who've been affected by it. And that's the way I see it, because it's been over everywhere. So, my thing is this. Everybody has done moment of silence everywhere, all over the world. I know I've done it. And with this podcast, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to give a moment of silence for about 20 seconds at least. Starting now. All right, y'all. So, to give some more updated stuff, those headers were sent back. They got them. The new ones haven't came in yet. They should come in. I'm talking about for the LT4. Um, like I said, this is going to be a slow process. I'm not really in a big rush to do it. I know I've gotten a lot of messages saying, "Hey, when it's going to be done? When it's going to be done? When it's going to be done?" It's going to be a slow process of doing it. Period. That's what it's going to be. Not going to be something rushed. I'm not in a big rush to do it. 'Cause like I said, the car runs with everything that's in it, and whenever they're ready, I'm ready. I just make sure I do what I need to do to be ready. Okay, y'all. Sorry, I was making sure nobody was important hit me up about anything, or make sure Playboy Geezy hit me up about it. Um, but definitely, like I said, it's gonna be a slow process, and we're just gonna keep moving like that. Some other things that MC. I know you see your wrench now. You've been talking about your wrench. Your wrench is there. I told you it was there. I didn't have to do anything. I checked and it was there. And also, let me know if everybody can hear me loud and clear. I want to make sure because I'm using my Bluetooth device today instead of my other mic or using the computer mic. I'm using my Bluetooth device today. So let me know if everybody can hear me loud and clear. Please do. Please let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear by just giving a thumbs up. Yeah, I told you, MC. I told you I got you, man. I told you I got you. You ain't have to worry about nothing. I got you. Got you, bro. I got you. I got you. You didn't have to worry about nothing. Told you you did. You sound clear. Okay, appreciate it. Glad I'm sounding clear. Just want to make sure. I said I was going to do this from now and use it this way and do some things a little different so everybody can hear me. Also, a few other things we're going to talk about. I want to talk about before Playboy got on. I know Queen Bee, but she's not in here right now. She likes to hear my stories at the end. For those that are new here, I do share a story from my time doing uh, personal security back in the day. I share a few things about what I've done and people have been around. Some funny stories. And I actually got hit up about the last one I told Saturday about the girls basically running and slide down that hill and whatnot. Not one of the girls hit me up. No, not one of the girls hit me up. But definitely, it was just so funny. Happy birthday today. Oh, what up, Danny? It's your birthday, man. Shout out to you, man. Happy birthday, Danny. Sure didn't know it was your birthday, bro. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to you. And plenty more to you. But what I was saying was it's gonna be a few stories here and there I tell, and there's always gonna be something positive, nothing negative. So don't look for the negative for any story because it's definitely not gonna be there. It's always gonna be something positive. And I think with tonight, one of the ones I may tell is I wasn't even doing security for that event, and I was just there because I was supposed to work that night, but the artist that was supposed to come backed out, and I met them there because that was our arrangements to meet them there before they got out because they had their own personal security with them as well. But we were supposed to be just security for them going to this event, and they backed out of it for whatever reason. I forgot at the time. Doesn't even matter now. But they backed out of it, and when they backed out of it, we just kind of hung around. Just kind of hung around because it was like we came too far to not. I mean, we still got paid for it, yeah, because we were way off somewhere. But um, just to have been there during that time for it. Yo, what up, the game man? Fed? What's happening? I hit 500. Man, shout out to Outcash. Hit the 500 day, man. That is golden, man. I'm trying to get there. I figure I get there sooner or later. I'm just keep doing what I'm doing. I get there. I just crossed over 250 today, so I'm happy about that. I'm actually at like 253, 45, somewhere along there. I forgot. I hadn't really looked at it, but man, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for getting that 500, and shout out again to Danny for basically your birthday, man. Your birthday. Um, So back to what I was saying about the stories that I'm gonna tell. It's basically gonna be great stories. It's not gonna be nothing crazy out the ordinary. And I think tonight, me telling this one would really help out, for people who have lost people and whatnot. and it was a cool dude, really, really cool dude. I was almost about to start telling it now, but I didn't want to start telling it. Then Playboy comes on. I'm waiting for him to come on. I know I hit him up. I told him what time, and he was like, "Cool." Gave him directions and whatnot on how to do it. So he should be here. You will be there. Be where? Where I'm gonna be at? MC. I'm just having to look up, see some of the comments. Oh, for those that are new here, when I say look up, see some of the comments, I have it running on several things. I have it running on here, and I have it running on the big screen up there. That's how I see all the comments on the big screen. Oh, the 1K? Yeah, MC. Yeah. I know I'll be there sooner or later. I'm gonna keep grinding out like I'm grinding, and with this whole podcast thing I started, and I know I will get there. I'm not sweating. I know I'm gonna get there. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I appreciate it, Jules. Yeah, definitely nice setup. I'm actually down here in my basement slash movie theater slash bar in my whole man cave area down here. And I wanted my podcast to be, how can I put it? I want to be in a relaxed environment. When I say a relaxed environment, I want to be where I can sit, relax, I can kick my feet up. Everybody can see the picture in the back, Eddie Murphy picture over there, the classic, hold on, I'm pointing wrong. The classic Harlem Nights picture in the back. I want to just be in a nice, comfortable setup environment where I can sit, relax, chill, and vibe with everybody. This is not your ordinary podcast where you just talking and people just looking and looking. I'm interacting with everybody on here as you see. I don't care if it's 100 people on here. I'm gonna interact as much as possible, and that's why I'm running on the big screen because I want to be an environment where everybody felt comfortable. And not to knock nobody else's podcast. I'm definitely not doing that because I follow a lot of other podcasts. But I've seen some that I really don't follow, and I've seen some, and I've seen how their setups were, and they just talk, and don't interact with everybody on there. And then you feel like you feel like you're just watching TV. This ain't what this is. This is interaction, and this is what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna feel like we're sitting just watching TV. We're gonna feel like we're at home, relaxing, talking with our brother, sister, cousin, our boy, our girl, or something like that. Well, I ain't doing girl talk because I don't have no girls here. But working on some great things coming to the channel. Being Playboy and the guy here yet, I'm gonna talk about it. We have more guests coming. Y'all may want to hit your notification bells because starting, well, I ain't gonna say starting, but let me go in a row and tell y'all what's going on. Coming to the stage on Thursday will be B-Lo. He will be coming on. He has a nice 96 Caprice. I call it Impala because it looks just like Impala. All those cars look just alike. I know them backwards. And the way he has it set up, the way he's doing everything, I'm gonna have him on. And he's actually was in the audience when Memphis Mike was on because Memphis Michael Boys, he was the one that was talking all the crap back to him back and forth, which I thought was so funny. I was like, yo, that shit is funny as hell. And it was just kind of talking back and forth. And hopefully, tomorrow I will be dropping. Actually, I'm gonna drop it tonight. Forget F it. Tonight I'm dropping the promo for that, so y'all definitely don't want to miss that. It's gonna be on my IG channel, which is New York in Your City on IG. The link is down at the bottom, scrolling. If you need to find it at the bottom, it's also on my front page here on YouTube. So you'll be able to find it and whatnot, and see the promo. I'm gonna drop it. And then I got a bunch more promos dropping. Coming next week. If y'all gonna have to hang with me, I got a lot coming next week coming to y'all. I got not one, not two, not three, but about 4 or 5 people coming on. And I'm probably gonna be going Monday through Friday that week. It's gonna be an epic week. You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be a lot of great guests coming on. And man, all I gotta say, you don't want to miss it. I'm gonna drop promos for every last one of those. So you definitely wanna, follow me on IG, or follow me on IG so you can see all those promos, everybody's coming on, and we're going to rock like that. But every day I get on, I'm going to tell who's coming on for the next week because I want everybody to vibe with me. If that's all right with y'all, I want y'all to vibe me and be able to, experience everything. As I see you on your grind. Yeah, I'm on my grind. And being you're new here, I'm going to go ahead and explain it while I have time. Go ahead and explain it. When I decided to do this, it wasn't off of no cloud or nothing like that. If you go back and look at my inspiration motivational live that I did that Saturday after Thanksgiving, it was basically reaching out to people that motivated me to do what I'm trying to do and do what I'm doing now and do future things and future endeavors I'm trying to reach out to do. And I wanted to basically meet them. Well, a lot of them, there's so many of them all over, not just United States, over the world that I admire and watch. I say, you know what? Let me find another way how to get to everybody if I don't see everybody. But I know some people I will see along the way for this year for 2020. So I said, you know what? I started reaching out to a lot of them, and a lot of them responded back and was like, yeah, man, we'll jump on this, we'll jump on that, we'll do this, we'll do that. And it worked out. Really did. It worked out great. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do that, period. And this is a way to do it. And then I'm still going to see a lot of them in person. I'm still going to see a lot of them in person, and let them know, like, hey, man, keep doing what you're doing because it's motivating and it's inspiration. Networking. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Jules, I'm been one of those type of people that always networked a lot. And I always done it a lot by accident, networking. Just talking to people and not just talking about nothing, just talking about great things and especially people who I've watched to see what they're doing. And, I don't want to pinpoint anybody out, but I would run into a lot of people and, let them know, like, hey, man, I've been watching you with this, and this, and I'm seeing this and this. And you'd be surprised. A lot. I'm like, well, man, I didn't know anybody was watching. And like my guest for Thursday, Bilo, he was like, I didn't know nobody was watching me doing that, man. I was, man, you'd be surprised who's watching. He said, man, I didn't know, man. I didn't really know until, me and you just talked. So it was one of those things where we just talked and he was like, yeah, man, yeah, definitely, definitely. And we talked at least every other day since then about car stuff, about life stuff, about a lot of everything. And yeah, when it develops organically, that's good. Yeah, and that's what it has done, dude. That's what it has done. It has developed organically, and that's how I wanted everything to be with this. I mean, MC will tell you, Danny will tell you, everybody on here will tell you that's been rock with me since day one. They'll tell you quick, like, hey, we like this because we like what's going on. That's corporation. What? Class, I'm sorry, I'm reading the comment class. And I don't know what you're mad about, but whatever it is. Yeah, yeah, facts, MC. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Danny, we do. Yeah, especially Danny. He's one of them. MC, one of them, follow me since day one. A lot of stuff, and it trips a lot of people out when they're like, "Man, we didn't even know you didn't have that many subscribers." I said, "Well, I'm just really getting started. I'm not new to it. It's just I didn't want to start a whole channel. I mean, my last channel I had 1,600 subscribers by accident. Go figure. We should have kept that channel and just reversed it, whatever. But I let it go because I didn't want to do all that. And I explained that before in my other lives. I'm not gonna go back into that. So my thing is, you know, life is short. Life is short, and I put it out there like that on that because okay. Yo, what up, D Brooks? Glad you're up in the place to be. Glad you're a place to be. Let me find out what's going on. I know he said he was coming along. Y'all bear with me. Okay, sorry, y'all. Bear with me for a minute. I had to pause and contact and whatnot. Let me know when y'all can see me. Okay, there we go. We back on. Yes, yes. Shout out to D Brooks for joining the place to be. D Brooks, we just waiting. I know Playboy had a handful of things going on, so I know he should be on sometime. I know soon he'll pop up at the bottom, not bring him in. But until then, we just kind of talking about a little bit of everything. You said clear. Are you talking about clear? Seeing me clear, loud and clear? I'm sorry, I'm missing part of it. So, like I was explaining, D Brooks, being you just walked in here. We have a new female that's in the place to be. Her name is Jules. She's from New York. She's from up top like me. And we actually met Jules. I think it was today, right? I'm not mistaken. Today, I was on somebody else's chat thing today, and that I'm a mod of, and she was in there. And she thought I was still in New York, and I'm actually in KC. But she came through to support the channel, and so far, I think she's liking it. So last night late. Okay, it was last night. Yo, I be in so many people's. How can I put it? I'm in so many people's things as far as streams and whatnot. Cause I'm subscribed to so many people, support so many people. It all starts to blend together sometime. But I started it that way, and I'm not gonna end it that way. I'm gonna go on everything. Mr. Random, what's happening? What's happening? Glad you're in a place to be. Smash that like as you come up in the door. So, with that being said, stream is good and clear. Oh yeah, D Brooks. Yeah, it's definitely good and clear. D Brooks, believe it or not, I'm using my phone because I use my phone because if I move around, I can move it around with me. Even though I can use the camera, does the same thing. Decide to use my phone. So definitely yes. Welcome her in the place to be. Let her know. Yes, definitely let her know. D Brooks, appreciate it. It's a nice good channel to come up on. Yes, it definitely is. Definitely is. So with that being said, Playboy's still not here yet. We're gonna keep going until he gets here. Y'all, this is live in the flesh. This is recorded. I'll be editing and like, oh, he's not here. Let me edit. Let me do this. This is live in the flesh. Hopefully, everybody had a great day today. Hopefully, everybody had a great day today. Glad y'all up in here in the place to be. I welcome y'all for coming up in here, vibing with your boy, because it's been a long day. And for D Brooks and everybody else that may have missed it, I gave a moment of silence for the Bryant family and for the pilot's family and the pilot and whatnot. And I basically, gave a moment of silence, for everybody's life is lost because I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, just Kobe and his daughter." No, and just them. It's a lot of people affected by this, and even people not related. Just to know that a life was lost that way, it affected everybody. So I gave a moment of silence and whatnot for it because I think that was just the proper way to do it. Period. Class Corporation, we fucks with anybody that's cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool to death. Definitely cool to death. As Tanner would say, I'm that guy. Shout out to Tanner. If you turn your phone to the left, you get the full screen. Yeah, you're right. If I turn my phone to the left, but I was holding it up because I was reading the message at the same time. But yeah, I know. If I turn it this way, y'all get the full ops. So, Mr. Randall, hey, you asked for it, you got it. Now you got the full ops. How about that? But it was the reason why I had it that way because I had messages coming through, and I was just trying to make sure when Playboy hitting me up. I want to thank you. Why always winning? I'm partial though. I'm from there. Yeah, same here. I'm from there. Yeah, it's always winning. And yeah, it's always a big difference from anywhere else, especially for places like I am now in Kansas City. It's always something. It's different than everywhere else, but I love it here. I love it here in KC. And also, I got to say it. I know I got to say it. Let's go Chiefs. Um, Move it to the side. He said I was in there. I didn't see him. Hold on, y'all. That's why I had turned my phone back to the side. Hold on one second. Y'all bear with me. I think Playboy's having some issues trying to get in. So y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, everyone, hold on. Everybody bear with me. We're trying to get Playboy in. He was having an issue getting in. Somebody stopped me from doing this whole thing today. I guess they don't want me to do it. So I had to kind of tell them to come out of it and come back in. So y'all bear with me. I appreciate y'all hanging in with me. Oh, MC, I veered away to walk Playboy through it. Get my man Playboy Geezy up in there. So I didn't go far. I'm still here. Y'all hang with me. He just having some issues getting on. I don't know if it's StreamYard on his end acting up or it's just acting up today. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But he's trying it again. So y'all definitely bear with me. Y'all definitely bear with me. We're trying to get him in. Should be letting him in here in a minute. Till then, if y'all need to take a bathroom break, take it. I've taking Isaac. What's happening? I didn't even see you roll up in here. Having technical difficulties right now. Okay, y'all. Yeah, StreamYard was acting up for a minute. Hopefully that fixed it. Sorry, keeping y'all waiting. You know, that normally ain't me keeping everybody waiting. No, that definitely ain't me. MC, you want that deuce and a quarter? I know where one's at right now. It's 70, 71, 72, something like that for sale. It's clean. They don't want that much for it. They don't really want that much for it. This is cool. I didn't know you were in the cars. I run a car repair shop part time. Oh, you do? Yeah, I'm definitely in the cars. Definitely. March Magic Touch. What's happening? Yeah, I'm definitely in the cars. It's definitely my thing. In the cars, tech, into a lot of things. But cars are just something that we're just born and bred with. Oh. Here we go, y'all. Without further ado, let's not spoil it any longer. Without further ado, here he is. The man himself. Boy, Geezy in the place to be.
What's up, dog? Sorry for I'm in my guy's shop, and I always forget when I come in here and ain't got no service, so I got to hook up to the Wi-Fi. So I was in here. I walked outside.
Okay.
When I walked
you
outside,
still at the shop where you had?
No, I'm at 815 Motoring.
You still at the shop where you was at earlier?
No, I'm at 815 Motoring.
Okay.
My guy Jay's shop. I don't know if I can. Yeah.
Yeah, you spinning around. Ooh wee. Man, I'm like a kid in the candy store looking at everything in there.
What's going on with y'all? You doing, man?
Doing good, man. First of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to basically get on. Definitely thank you for that. I know some people sent me like a slew of questions, and I said, you know what? I will answer some. I will go ahead and ask you some of them, but not all of them because some of them was kind of crazy. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's not me, and that's not what my podcast is about. But one of the things that I know that for me, I wanted to know what gave you the motivation, inspiration to start, because a lot of people don't know that you own a shop and that you do all your work.
Oh yeah, well no, I didn't. The shop came after I started raising the car. I built cars. I built cars my whole life. I grew up. I grew up building cars. I've been involved in cars forever. But as in, what made me go to the racing was just I built the car with a motor to be fast, to be a fast street car, and in turn, motherfuckers was racing and getting faster. So I got into it. I was never a public dude. Like I said, I built cars my whole life, but I was never public. I didn't do it publicly. I was kind of a, you hear them stories about them guys that got cars that never leave the neighborhood. I was one of them guys.
That's me. That's me right there.
I had cars. Everybody in my area knew who I was, knew my cars, but I never took my cars out the neighborhood. So I had sat down for a while. When I came home, I felt like it was time to come out. So I came out and started building. Built the Cutlass, built another box, got a couple cars.
See, I remember the box by, and I hate to tell my whole backstory, my history. A dude that I know that's no longer here anymore with us. He pointed out your box at an event I was at. This was years ago, and he was like, "Yo, that box, man, that box is the truth." And I looked at it, I said, "Yo, that box is nice." And you was just rolling by.
Yeah, probably the blue one then.
Yeah, it was the blue one, and I never forget a face.
A gray one.
It was blue.
Yeah, blue with a white top, 28s. That had a motor in it, and that car, I built that. I put a motor in that car in 05. That car, I went and sat down for.
Yeah, that's how long ago that was. I mean, I heard the car coming.
Yeah, I sat down for almost 5 and came back and still had the only thing I came home to.
Man, well, that is definitely something. Also, before you had got on, I gave a moment of silence for the Bryant family and all the families that were affected that was in the crash, including the coach, his wife, daughter, the pilot. Because I actually know somebody that knows the coach, and he went to LA to go be with the guy's family and whatnot.
Yeah, I felt for. I'm not really a basketball fan, so it wasn't really. I felt on the basketball level. I just felt a pain in my heart for that dude to have your daughter be with you and you're in a helicopter, you're strapped in, you can't even hold her. That's I can't even imagine that shit.
And I've ridden in one of those type of helicopters a long time ago when I used to do security back in the day, or bodyguard work back in the day. And you have a headphones on and you talking through the headphones, you can't barely sit up. So just imagine that happening, and imagine with your daughter and me as a family man, it just struck home because I was like, dang, what if that was not even in that, but in a car with your kids and whatnot.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna take you on the road with me. I got to get to driving back to the city. I'm out here, Jay. Y'all see that's the man behind Mr. 815 Motoring. What's up, man? Jay's
What
grill.
up, Jay? What's happening? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to get him on one day too.
Yeah. You got a New York in your city IG YouTube page deal. All right, Jordan, I'll let you on that wiring shit. I'll hit you up. I'll bring all the stuff out here. Yeah, this like you said, I've been involved in a long time. Jay was more of a public dude. I've known Jay 20 years.
Wow. So, that's like me. Everybody thought I was new to this. And when you did your live today, a lot of people that went to my channel was like, wait a minute, I've seen him before. I'm like, yeah, you've seen me before. I've been out there, but I was always in the background filming. And I was sending it to my family members in New York and to other places because I was living in Atlanta at the time. So I was sending all my footage to them for them to see because they wasn't on YouTube, nothing like that. So I was sticking on YouTube, sending it to them. And when I decided to go ahead and do this channel and show it, I was like, you know what? I want to basically get a lot of people in here that inspired me to do what I'm doing. And you one of them. like I expressed to you, which I haven't told everybody else on here. I was waiting until you got on here before I said it. My dad, before he passed, he used to watch a lot of the footage I would send, and I would show it to him while I would go visit him and whatnot. And he loved your Cutlass. He was like, man, that 442 Cutlass is nice. He said, I would love to have one of those. He said, you know what? He said, what he got in there? I said, man, he got something in there crazy. I said, I've seen it in person run. I said, I filmed this. What you came to Atlanta? It was you, Turbo Joe, Miss 75 Caprice was there. It was a handful of y'all that came down.
Yeah, probably Stump Fest.
Yeah, it was for Stump Fest. Because I threw a lot of old footage of that. Matter of fact, I need to find that footage with you in it. And when I was in Orlando, when y'all came down to run. And also, thank you for that in Orlando. When you came down there and bust ass, it put a little money in my pocket to buy my kids some shoes.
Yeah, that's what's up. This is my guy, one of my guys' cars I just finished up, customer, supercharged, pro-charged
Yeah,
LS.
that's the one you had on live earlier today, man. That's a nice box. For those that's in the live, because there's a handful of people in here that have box Chevys, y'all need to go back and look at the whole thing with that box. It is nice. It's a nice box, nice build. It's clean. But like I was saying, you know, my dad, he loved your car. And that's why this interview kind of meant a lot to me. And it so happened, I booked this with you before that even happened, before Sunday's event even happened. And it was like, dang, you know, my dad, I know he looking down and watching this is like, yo, man, he talked to the guy in the car. He kept showing me. And, you know, he's doing this podcast and, you know, got a lot of people watching in it and you know, basically doing what I love to do, which is talk about cars and talk about life experiences. All good stuff, though. We ain't going to bring up no bad stuff.
Yeah, it's dope just to, you know, even though people ain't here, sometimes you fulfill them goals, you know, people would like to see. That's what's up.
Yeah, and that's kind of my thing. And also I want to get out, you know, and I was like, you know what, I see you and everybody else around when I used to go to all the shows, and I was standing in the background with my camera filming. I was like, you know what, I'm going to come to the forefront, and everybody I've been watching for years, I've been watching. I'm like, I'm gonna start this podcast, bring the podcast, and let everybody else meet him, because I got flooded with questions.
What I was gonna give you? I was gonna give you a tip with what you're doing. You got your page on private. If you public your page, I keep mine private because I got a couple other reasons. But I mean, probably people slip through the cracks with fake profiles, anyways. But you know what I'm saying? If keeping your page private with trying to get to the public, sometimes you get people that click on there and won't click the request button. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. I didn't realize it was private. You know what?
Yeah, you got to.
Somebody said that to me today. They was like, I had to send you a request.
Yeah, you gotta send a request to follow.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's up? What other questions you want to know? What about the card game? What about any of that stuff?
Yeah, I was definitely gonna get to that. One of the questions that somebody sent me, they were like, you know, how much it costs to do a bill, around how much does it cost? I said, you know, that's one thing you got to hit him up for. I said, I'll ask him, but I know for various bills it's something different. They were like, you know, for setup, you know, for basic.
There's not a cap. You could build a car for $10,000. You could build a car for $110,000. It's all in what you want to do, what car you pick, what you start with, what kind of work. I watch half these dudes get work done 2-3 times over. You know what I'm saying? And that's that can hurt your pockets real bad too.
It definitely can. Box Performance said, ask Playboy when he coming to Vegas.
Who said that? What'd you say? When I'm coming to Vegas?
Yeah.
Really? One of the things I want to do, but I mean, like, you know, people are big on why do people charge to go places? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I would like to go to Vegas. It's definitely a spot I like to hit because I'd like to do the Vegas to LA run that they do. They do a G-Body run, Vegas to LA. It's something I definitely want to do. I get a lot of love from a lot of LA. LA's a lot of G-Body fans down there. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of love for that. I definitely want to go check that out. But what I can't say when, I don't have a date yet for when I'll be in Vegas. I was spoke before me and Rucci fell off. I was I was supposed to be at. Me and Joe were supposed to go to SEMA in the place that Dong Master and Rags the Richest went to SEMA. You know,
Oh
we
wow.
jumped. If you follow it at all, just truth be told, we hold on, I'm gonna see if I flip this sideways. If it will go sideways, I can see better. All right.
There we go.
We people were fucking with Rucci to an extent, but me and Joe went to Rucci and moved around for them and put on and everything else. And in turn, we we picked up. They flew us out there. When they flew us out there, they told us, man, I got 250 orders to fill. I've never had this many orders ever. So in turn,
Wow.
it caught Donk Master's attention. Donk Master, who was working with Forgiato, everything else. They flew out Donk Master,
Yeah.
made a deal with him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock nobody getting money or doing what they do, but you definitely don't forget the people that helps you get attention. And he's done that. Even the person that recruited, dude ain't gonna speak on it, so I don't really want to put it in. But the person that basically recruited me and Joe and Dong Master in the end kind of got pushed to the side from his role. So
Wow.
just bad business in general with them. But we were supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of stuff for the company. The company messed up a contract I had with them. I was supposed to get certain things. They didn't fulfill their end. So we broke the contract.
And and I wondered that. I was like, when I saw footage of, because I didn't make it this year, I said, you know what? Why Turbo Joe and Playboy ain't there? I said, they've been sponsored by them for so long before Dunkmaster was, why they ain't there? Now you clarified the whole thing.
Yeah, 100%, And what's crazy is there was like contracts and stuff. There's a legal side to it, and it is what it is. So
one of those type of deals.
My
I
side
know,
of them,
and I don't want to speak on everybody's situation.
I ain't fucking with them. New
but
wheels coming soon. New wheels coming soon. It'll be a surprise for everybody. Real soon.
Okay. Well, definitely going to keep an eye on that. And I know everybody that's listening is going to keep an eye out. I know for me, I've heard so many stories, and I don't want to put nobody's names out there on how they got done by them. And it turned me off from even trying to even get a set. Because at one time I thought about getting a set.
I mean, I'll be real. No one ever. The only person that ever told me issues they had with them was College Park Customs, and that was even
down
after,
in Atlanta.
That was after the fact I was already signed in for the sponsorship. Then after that, once I put it out there that I wasn't fucking with them, that they played me and everything else, the people that I heard from and the stories I heard were ridiculous.
Probably some of the same ones I heard.
Yeah, definitely, most likely. I wouldn't doubt it.
One of the other questions I know that came along, somebody wanted me to ask you about how to get the squat game, because I got flooded with a lot of those questions. They like the way your Cutlass squats on those sixes. It's like, how did he do this? How did he do that? Like, I can answer part of it, but I said, you know what? I'm going to let you answer that.
It's real easy. Ship your car to Show and Go Customs.
Y'all heard it first. And that's another thing.
Or hold on, I won't take nothing from him. Who actually originally did my car was Tim, bet it up. But you know what I'm saying? Me and Tim have a real close friendship and business relationship. But we both.
Oh yeah, I know Tim at Bet It Up. I've actually been to his shop.
Yeah, we both do the suspension, the rear end shortening, the mini tubbing, frame notching, everything.
All right. Well, I had like 30 questions about that same thing. And I knew, but I said, you know what? I'm going to let you answer that.
Here's the thing. Everyone calls me, what is it going to be to do it on a 6? People don't realize, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of G-bodies sitting right on 6s. If they are, they might be a 26 by 10 or a 26 by 9. I got a wider wheel. CJ's car, they just put a 6 on that. It looks real good. I haven't seen it in person.
Yeah, his looks real good. Real good.
That's why color combo, everything. Everyone said, CJ's comfort. I said, man, I had this G-body crown for the last 4 years. Somebody could take this motherfucker. I'm finna build this dog and come out with this new box.
You know what? I don't know if CJ wants to race it when he gets done. I know I talked to
No,
Stunner Reese about it. I was
he
like,
ain't saying nothing about racing. He is gonna hook it up though. He is gonna be motor.
uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. He might be in a bad area.
Yeah, probably. I'm driving.
Also, the guest I had on last week, he's on. He said Playboy holding it down, but Memphis Mike is up next. He got a very, very nice Monte Carlo SS.
Yeah,
that he
I
got
know.
sitting right.
Is that Memphis Mike? Is that up next as in a challenge? Or
Yeah, he's in the chat. He was actually I guess twice on my show last week, and he showed us a lot of stuff what he's working on. But he said he up next. So he definitely up next.
I can't see any comments. I don't know if there's a way to see the comments.
It is. You have to. Well, if you got to turn to the side, you won't see them. So that's why ones that I ask the questions, I'm just going to throw it up there to you. I know one of the other questions I had. Somebody asked me if they're running a basic setup and they they got a basic 5.3 setup. They don't want to go to a 6.0 or a 6.2. They just want to turbo that 5.3 out. They said, what is the smallest turbo that they can run and still be fuel efficient? It's on you. I think it's on your end. Can you hear me now? Playboy didn't hit a bad spot. Up, and he done got cut off. Y'all, we're gonna hold up. He'll come back in. He's driving. He'll come on back in.
Yo.
There we go. You back?
Yeah, I'm driving through the back roads to get to the E-way because Jay's shop 815 Motoring in Joliet. I'm shooting back out to the city.
Okay, Children P, hey, how you doing? Y'all welcome to the stage. A lot of females when they come through. One of the questions that I know I was asking right when we was getting cut off. Somebody had asked me basically. They got a basic 5.3 that they building. They want to be able to put, instead of going bigger, they want to stick with their 5.3 like what Turbo Joe has. They want to basically add a small turbo to it. What's the smallest turbo they can go with without eating up too much gas mileage?
You said they want to add a small turbo to it with what?
What's the smallest turbo they can add to it without going too crazy to their 5.3?
I mean, you can add any size you want, but I mean, like practical wise, 7, you probably want to do like a 72 or a 72, 76. So, I mean, you could do a 68, 66. You could do a smaller turbo, but I mean, who wants a small turbo?
Hey, that was just one of the questions he asked me. Yeah, Memphis Mike. The guy's name was Charlie Boy something. I forgot what his number name was. I don't know why he asked that, but I said I would ask and put it out there. He said, who worry about the gas mileage? He said, man, that dude can just go buy a Kia. I'm with you on that. When you build these old schools, you ain't worried about gas mileage. You worried about it moving. Period.
On 3 Performance just came out with a turbo kit for a G body. If it's a G body, he's putting it in.
Okay. Definitely want to look that up. Kit. Charlie Boy, hopefully listening. Also, one of the other questions that was asked to me, I'm trying to scroll back through this little list that I got because some of these questions are just ridiculous. Somebody asked the dates about your show. They saw it on my promo, and they want to know if those dates were right.
August 22nd, yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here. August 22nd. Show and Go
August
Custom.
22nd. Show and Go 3. Chi-Town Show and Go 3. August 22nd. US 41 Motorplex. Couple cool new things I got going on there is one of the people that helps with my car a lot, Redline Motorsports out of Bloomington. They're gonna be there with they're gonna have a mobile dyno there.
Ooh. So for y'all that's listening, you come there, you can get your car dyno right on the spot. That is definitely what's up.
It'll be, you can get a mobile dyno to get numbers, and depending on who they send up there, you could pay a little extra if you want to eat tunes played with or anything like that. You know, it'll be a 150 or $150 a pole dyno deal. You know what I'm saying? If you want tuning, I'm gonna see if I can work it where we can get some tuners on deck also.
And that was kind of the other question somebody asked about tunes, and I referred them to your shop, and that person didn't even know that you built cars for people. So what I did was I referred them to contact you directly about that. They said they're not playing around. They looked for somebody to do a nice build, and they're outside the Chicago area. They're out in between Springfield and Juliet.
Yeah,
real great guy. He said, I just came out of the military. He was like, I got a car I'm trying to build. I'm trying to find certain people, and he happened to catch my promo, and he said, hey, does that guy take on, bills and whatnot? So what I did was I referred him basically to you. I slid your IG over, information over, and I said contact him.
I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I mean,
I'm a one-man shop. I do got a guy that comes in and helps me here and there. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, oh, you playing game? No, I just have to finish builds as I can finish builds.
Exactly.
Also, a father with a family and 5 children. Speaking of which, hold on 2 seconds. My helper's calling me and I gotta let him in the shop. Hold on.
Okay. So for those that ask me those questions, I know they're not in the chat. I don't know if they're gonna watch the replay. I know the guy that sent me that message, he's definitely watching the replay because his part-time job, he works at night.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I got his question out there. Any of y'all that's in the chat that got any questions for Playboy, please put them up here. Because I'm not gonna hold him too long because he's a busy man. I definitely appreciate it for coming through.
My fault.
And y'all see
that's
this
crazy.
Is live
Usually it pauses the other apps when you click in, but I can still hear you when I got on the phone.
Oh shoot! I should have just paused it on my end. Sometimes it pauses on its own. Like soon as you take it, it pauses on its own. But I guess this time it didn't. StreamYard has been acting up lately. I don't know what's going on with it.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out now somehow.
Because I can put you on mute.
Somehow it turned the audio to the speaker on my phone. Like when I answer the phone call.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, he'll be back. He's trying to fix some things. This is Michael B at the Chi-Town Show and Go Playboy Show. Love to the M-Town. We owe him. Man, yeah, he definitely showed up for that, man. I wish I could have made it that event. But I'm definitely going to make those events this year. Definitely. Schaefer, what's happening? I see you in the building, somewhere up here in the building. What's happening? Memphis Mike, you think that's what it is? I'm not even going to repeat it. But at the beginning, I had people trying to stop this whole thing working. And it was crazy. I don't usually have all these issues on other ends, and it went on my ends, on other ends, but it just kept having issues left and right. So I don't know what to say about it, but it's all good. It's all good. We're going to get through it. We're going to make it happen. I said I was going to bring y'all this interview, and I'm bringing it live direct. With everything that's going on, I'm bringing it live direct, period.
Yo.
Okay, here he goes. He's back.
Yeah.
So definitely, Playboy, I won't going to keep you too long. I know you got a lot of things going on. Memphis Mike said him and the crew would definitely be there for the show and go. He said, because you came in Memphis, showed a lot of support, so they're definitely going. I know I'm definitely coming, and I got a few people coming through. My brother, he's trying to put his time in to basically fly to Chicago, and I pick him up from the airport and come through because I'm not far from Chicago.
I did want to ask you, the New York in your city, is that where you're originally from, or?
Originally from. The story behind that name is this. When I moved from New York to down south, I actually used to live not too far from where Dunkmaster lived. And that's how I met him all those years ago. And when I lived in South Carolina a short period of time, people were like, they couldn't believe my name or couldn't remember my name. They kept saying, that fella from New York, that dude from New York, hey, New York. And it just stuck, and people just started calling me that. When I moved to Atlanta, people kept calling me that. When I was doing private security back in the day, they had, instead of using our real names, they used names that were basically where we were from. So it was a guy that was from Brooklyn, and another one that was from BX, and then me, they was like, you know what, we ain't gonna call you Queens, because that's where I'm really from. Shout out Southside Jamaica, Queens. They were like, we just gonna call you New York. I said, that's what everybody call me anyway, bet. So the name just stuck with me. Even with the motorcycle club I'm with my name is New York, and it just stuck with me. So being I traveled to a lot of places, filming a lot of things, it was just New York in your city. I was in a different city filming stuff. I used to travel a lot. Like my schedule on my phone, and I can go back and pull it up. I used to go to everybody's car shows, and I used to go back and forth to Atlanta. I used to go to Florida to a lot of things. I used to go to back before Stunt Fest was Stunt Fest when I first was living in Atlanta. They used to do Stunt Sundays. I used to go to that when MJ the Stuntman used to run that. And it just stuck. So the New York in your city was only right to just do because it's New York and I was in different cities. Like I even come up to Chicago. I'm in Kansas City right now. So, you know, Chicago is not really that far.
Yeah.
So even when I come up there now, I'm going to come check you out, come by the shop.
KC,
One of these days, I want to get Turbo Joe on here.
I heard there's some cars coming out of KC. I heard they're building a few cars down there.
It is. It's a lot of them. And a buddy of mine that's helping me do my LT4, he's responsible for a lot of them. That's Scott Performance. He's responsible. If he's not responsible for building them, he's responsible for having a hand in it some way or another. But there's a lot of cars coming out of here being built that they're trying to give a lot of people a run for their money. I'm trying to get a lot of that footage, but a lot of them are trying to be on the hush about it. And Loco, he's actually on here. He's one of them. That's from,
I know KC was big, that there was a lot of lowriders out of KC. Because my uncle and my cousin had a big lowrider club. They actually throw a show up here called the Independent Car Club show. I want to say this is the, I'm not sure if it's the 7th or 10th year, but I mean, it's one of the biggest shows in the Chicagoland area. So
and it definitely is a huge community here for it. And I've seen them a lot. I've seen all the car clubs out, especially on the other side of downtown when they have the car show at the bottoms, the West Bottoms. I see him down there. The local knows a lot about it. Yo, what up, LS? He knows a lot about it because he's here. And it definitely is. And it's a lot of people building some great cars here, and they try to be on the hush about it because I think this summer they're going to come out, especially this one dude I know, and I'm not going to name his name because he's not on here. He said, I saw your Pro Bowl. I'm definitely going because I want to show Chicago that KC is still on the map as well.
Come on. We always looking for races.
And that's how he is. He's like, I got something. He said, I'm bringing 3 cars, possible 4 if we get the other one done by then. He said, but possible, definitely 3 cars. He said, and we bringing money and we asking for races left and right. And I said, okay.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I'll put it out there.
We'll be there. That's my whole thing. Is I'm trying to do the Midwest thing. You know what I'm saying? I like the Florida shows. I love going down there. I love putting on for my city where I'm from. Everything else, but I want the Midwest to be a stop. You know what I'm saying? We have some of the fast. We have fast. Me and Joe's cars are on that list of the fastest cars out here. So you know what I'm saying? We need them to come to us also. Cad Blue Magic will be at the show this year. Gone Hollywood said he'll be at the show this year.
So I'm waiting for him to come. I'm waiting for him to come. Y'all need to bust him in the ass. Period.
Should be a good show.
You know, I can't wait. Like I said, I blocked off everything. I'm like, usually my business is booming around that time. I was like, you know what? I'm making sure I'm there. I'll make sure I'm there for that. Velt Boy hit me up. He gave me his dates because he saw me on your live. And he was like, "Oh, I'm going to give you my dates." Yeah.
Yeah, Velt, super good dude. That's my guy. Real good people. Genuine.
He is.
Good, straight, good dude.
He thought I was still in Atlanta, and I told him I live in KC. I said, I'm next door to you. He said, what? I said, yeah, I'm next door. I said, I will be there.
He's a good dude. I'm glad to see his YouTube taking off for him. got his car now. He's just a good dude. That's all.
Yeah, he definitely is. And shout out to him. And love that he finally got him a car because I know he was trying to get one for the longest time. He got a nice MC, nice monocolor. I mean, it's nice.
He had the colors he been building, but that's my guy. Like I said, he's real good people.
Definitely. Somebody, they wanted me to ask, were you coming down to the big showdown in Texas on March 7th?
No, I won't be there. My car will barely be getting put back together. I probably won't be in traffic until around Stumpfest, April 26th.
Yeah. So in fact, I need to put that in my calendar to try to make that.
I'll be at Stumpfest. Go down there.
All right, y'all heard it here. He'll be at Stumpfest.
Fuck with Cut the Check, Lulu, Hot Rod. I fuck with them heavy. Good people right there.
And I used to live not too far from all of them when I lived in Atlanta, because I lived all over Atlanta, and I actually used to live not too far from them and Johnny.
Yeah.
to Johnny. But yeah, I used to live not too far from all of them, and they real good dudes. I remember when Stumpfest was, like I said, it started in just a parking lot. And man, to see what it's grown to now, I love it.
Yeah.
But definitely, I definitely appreciate you putting the Midwest on the map, because I have people ask me all the time, is there cars out there? I said, is it? I said, man, it's a lot of cars. So you know how far the Midwest stretch? It's a lot of cars out here, and it's a lot of people out here running. No, local Stumpfest is in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. Not Daytona Beach is in Atlanta. So that being said, Playboy, I wasn't gonna hold you up much longer. I thank you for coming through, blessing on the spot.
I appreciate you.
And y'all
appreciate the respect, the love, you know what I'm saying, from anybody and everybody. Like I tell everybody, ain't none of this shit okay with the ain't none of this shit possible without fans and people that watch it and love it and promote it.
Exactly. And I was telling somebody that today that called me through IG just out the blue. Say, hey man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just call you, but I had a couple of questions. And I answered. He said, man, you real cool. He said, I did that to other people and they just chumped me off. And I said, man, I'm not like that. I said, I'm real cool. I said, come through and watch. And he's actually in here watching. He sent me a private message that I'm at work. I can't mess with my phone, but I'm listening. And I said, okay, appreciate you for coming through. Listen, he said definitely. Matter of fact, he sent me another problem. He said definitely. The guy that I was talking about earlier, he said definitely he was going to hit you up about doing this bill. He said he's not in a rush for it. He said he just wanted to talk to you and find out, what way he should go, and he wants you to do it because he likes what you do.
Yeah, no big deal. I appreciate it. So contact me. And I'll need to get a hold of me. Just hit me through Instagram at Playboy_Geezy with a G _3800. I'm actually in the process of getting my website. There will be a show and go website. So it's in the process of being made now.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own URL. It's dope. Just more movement, more progress, making it bigger.
Well, definitely. When you get that website up, I'm gonna plug it in my channel. I'm gonna put it out here, let people know. The flyer that I got from you that shows the show for August, I'm definitely gonna run that completely. I'm gonna keep running that, especially when it gets close to the time.
The new flyers
real heavy.
The new flyers were supposed to be done today, but honestly, I've been so busy with work all weekend and the last couple of days, I haven't hit them. But once I get the new flyer, I'll send it to you.
Okay, man, definitely appreciate it.
I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm getting into the city.
Okay, so, well, definitely. I appreciate you coming through.
Thanks for having me on. All right, man.
Definitely. I thank you for coming through.
All
right, peace. Y'all, shout out to Playboy Geezy for coming through. Even though it was kind of choppy earlier, but he came through, shared some wisdom. He got a show, like I said, coming up August, and like he said, August 22nd. I'll definitely put out the flyer when he sends me the newer flyer, but it's in my promo. I'm definitely going to keep supporting, putting it out there. And man, for those just coming in here, what up, LS? Jules, I know she's already gone. Make sure I shout out everybody else in here. And Ellis, I'm glad you in here. I know you listening and whatnot because I know you're probably still at work. Let's see what time. Yeah, 8 o'clock. You're probably still at work. Happy that you got your phone today. I know you've been waiting on FedEx to come through. Man, appreciate it, Tanner. Appreciate it, Tanner. Appreciate it. Definitely, definitely was a great interview. Um, Glad he was able to come through. Thank you for coming through. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and put it back out there again. Coming Thursday, Bilo is coming on Thursday, and also for next week, I'm probably gonna run Monday through Friday because I got a lot of responses back from people and a lot of people that hit me up that want to basically get on and want me to do this interview. So coming next week, I'm gonna be running Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday around the same times. There's gonna be promos set up for them. Those promos are all gonna be on IG. And definitely hit your notification bell on here, but definitely look out on IG. I'm gonna put all the promos. I'm telling you, do not want to miss it. I don't want to tell who's coming. You just gotta wait for the promos, but it's a lot of heavy hitters coming that you do not want to miss. I'm telling you, do not want to miss. You do not want to miss them. He said, "What's the link to watch that Playboy, the box Chevy?" It's actually on his IG. I think he saved it on there. I don't think he put it to his YouTube yet, but it's actually on his IG. So go to Playboy _3800. You'll see it on there, and I'll definitely put in the description after this video. He did a live today with that box, and when he did the live, Tanner said, "Lil Wayne, hey, you never know. It could be Lil Wayne. You never know. I do got some connection to get him on. You never know." But definitely 87 Chevy Caprice. You definitely go on there. He had, and I know he left that live still up. He said he wasn't going to delete it, but he did. He took it up there for the dyno. That's the box he got on the back. It's a clean two-door box. It's right. He did it for a customer. Yo, I ain't gonna shout out the customer's name because I don't know if he want me to shout out his name because I know who it is. But it's definitely a nice box. It almost made me want to go find another box, because I've had a handful of them, 2 doors, 4 doors. I had them from a 82. Let's see, my first one was an 85, no, 86. I had an 82. I had an 81. I had a 90 Broham. I had an 89. I had a handful of 89s. I had an 88. I had an 87. Man, I had a handful. I had a handful of them boxes, box Chevys. The only reason why I kept getting rid of them because people kept giving me great offers for them. Except for one of them, I kept getting pulled over for because it used to be a former dope dealer's car in Atlanta. And I was like, yeah, I got to get rid of this. Even when I changed the paint job, they knew who car it was, and I kept getting pulled over every time I was in it. I don't know if it was because that motor was running heavy because it had a 570, excuse me, not 572, excuse me, a 468 stroke in it, fuel injected, and that car ran heavy and beefy, and cops always fucked with me all the time when I had it. Excuse my French, but they did. Oh well. I normally give a story time. It's gonna be a quick story because we've been on so long. But my story for the day, I know Queen B, I know she wish she was on here because normally she's like story time, story time. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick little story. My story is this: the last time I seen Jam Master Jay alive, it was at an event that was in Atlanta. I was supposed to be working for another artist. That artist ended up not even being there that night. So we ended up, just hanging around, period, because we were already in there. We just hung around. And we just hung around in our security uniforms and whatnot, which was just protect service uniforms and whatnot. We hung around there. And Jam Master Jay was up there doing his thing, and his son was with him, which was young at the time. And it was another dude that was with him that was from my part of my neighborhood in Queens, which all of them from the same neighborhood, all from the same neighborhood. But he knew me because of my older sister. He saw me and he pointed. He said, "Man, what you doing here?" Blah 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 blah. And real good thing. And then he told Jam, "Yeah, he's from the block. He's from the neighborhood." Blah 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 blah. I said, "Yeah." So my sister used to live in that house right across from the barber shop you used to hang around at. That Russ Simmons all used to hang around at. And then when I started talking more about that, he was like, okay. He said, "Oh, so you work security for the event?" I said, "No, I was supposed to work for a certain artist that ended up not coming." I forgot what the reasons were. I said, "So we kind of just hanging around. We already paid. They already paid us for the event. We kind of hang around. Some people left. I'm gonna hang around because I found out you was gonna be here and Fabulous and a few other people. And you DJing for the night. I'm gonna hang around. I'm hanging around, have a good time. Why not? I'm already in here." So definitely, it made me want to tell part of that story because of the fact of that was the last time I seen him alive. And he was a very, very great dude, very gracious. Matter of fact, he even gave me some gear. He reached in his bag. He said, "Man, I got some of this gear. You know, take this, take that. This from JMJ Records. Take this." And he was asking me how one of my cousins was doing. Cause one of my cousins actually used to work from my cousin Daryl used to work for him. He was one of my aunt's sons, whatnot. And he asked me about him. I said, you know, he's still doing this, still doing that. I think he's over at Def Jam. So I don't know. Who knows? I said, last time I heard he was in charge of the street team. I didn't know at the time what he was doing. I said, but you know, I'm gonna tell him I saw you asked about him, blah, 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 blah. And that's basically it. You know, it was just something, you know, to remember that time. And it made me remember that when I took this moment of silence that I was gonna go ahead and tell it, you know, because I remember, you know, just seeing his smiling face when I left up out of there. He had his crew packing up his stuff, packing up all this stuff. And at the time they were still using records. You know, MP3s weren't even out there. That's how long ago this was. And he was like, "Yo, man, yo, catch you later." I said, "Man, I'll catch you later, man." I said, "Cause we was on this tour that they were on, but I didn't get a chance to see him because of the artist I was working for at the time. By the time they came out, he was already gone because Kid Capri was DJing for him at the time, DJ for that artist. So he was already gone already, and I didn't get a chance to see him, not even in passing, nothing. But I just know he was there, and I just remember seeing that smiling face and him giving me that point that he would do and whatnot, and just, you know, and he just kept it trucking. So that's my story for the night, man. You know, number positive over here. Like I said, we got some more big things coming up, some more big things gonna happen, and I want y'all to stay tuned. There's a lot more that's coming that y'all don't want to miss. I mean, y'all don't want to miss. Make sure if you ain't following me on IG to go follow me on IG so you can not miss the promos that come out. And man, if any more questions, go ahead and come up with the question before I get off. I know I'm extending over my time. I normally go about an hour, and then I cut it short. So anybody else that got any more questions, you know, go ahead and put them up there. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and roll up out of here. I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds to put anything up there. Any question y'all want to ask. I know I got one text message to ask the question, who's gonna be on. You got to tune in. I can't give you those jewels right now. You got to tune in. How Ellis said earlier today, I know he gone. He was like, they open up the box. Tune in next time to see what's in this box. And then when they cut open the box, okay, this was in it. Now tune in next time to see this. No, I ain't doing all that, but definitely y'all want to stay tuned to see what else comes on. But definitely Thursday's guest is Bilo. You don't want to miss that. Bilo has done great things with the car that he has, and you know we're gonna have him on here Thursday. He's gonna be on here to talk about a lot of great things. All right, I'm not seeing any more questions. Until then, we up out of here. You know, peace and blessings. Y'all stay prayed up. And another thing, reach out to people who you haven't reached out to. And if you have a beef with somebody, especially with something small, you know, squash it, reach out to them, let them know you love them. And you know what? This was small, this was petty. Reach out to them because life is too short. I'm going to leave y'all out with that. Peace.